Welcome to 5 Good Minutes. You're listening to today's inspirational message on the subject of awe and worship with Kurt Bjorklund.
When you think about awe, one of the reasons it's hard to have awe and worship is just the pace of our lives. John Mark Comer writes in his book, The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry. He says, Corrie ten Boom once said that if the devil can't make you sin, he'll make you busy. There is truth in that. Both sin and busyness have the exact same effect. They cut off your connection to God, to other people, and even to your own soul. You know, one of the things that we have when we think about the rhythm that God gives us is this idea of Sabbath, of rest, of taking a day for worship, for contemplation, for connection. And one of the reasons I think it's hard to have awe is what we have done in our culture, by and large, is we've packed this idea of Sabbath, of Sunday rest, connection, recalibration with God, with so many things that even getting to church becomes a chore in the midst of our activities that we have planned. And we end up using the day Sunday to catch up on all the stuff we didn't get to during the week. And when that becomes true, what happens is instead of coming to worship with a sense of anticipation and being awestruck and having time for friends and community and having time for family, having times to just go for a walk and enjoy a sunset, what happens is we get into this rhythm of, well, we have to get the kids to youth sports. I need to get to the gym. I need to take care of all this stuff so that when I hit work on Monday, I'm not behind. And our busyness has the same impact as sin. It cuts us off from our relationship with God and with others. And so my simple challenge when it comes to awe, comes to worship, is to say, yeah, I want to understand maybe the ways I'm loving the world and how I can renew my mind. But some of it might be as simple as slowing down, having a weekly day devoted to worship and connection where you say, this is my priority and there is nothing else that's going to demand my attention on that day, because that will create in you more awe than the ways that you may try to create awe by simply putting yourself in this rhythm of saying, I need to do this to check a box. You see, it's the checking box mentality that moves us out of awe. And some people say, well, in order to not check a box, I'm just going to hurry, or not hurry, but I'm going to eliminate even the thought of should. And I believe in some ways virtual church has continued to foster this mindset of how can I fit God into the cracks of my weekend so that I don't have to drive over to the church building. I don't need to stand and talk. I can watch it on faster speed. I can skip through a part, or maybe I can do dishes while I'm watching church this weekend. I can get my workout in while I'm doing church. Do you see how that becomes a box mentality, checking a box, rather than saying, my primary goal on this day is a moment of worship and awe, and I've had a whole day provided to allow me the space and the freedom to make this day about nothing else. I believe that if you are feeling like there's a deficit in your awe, in your worship, if you will reprioritize your Sunday, your worship day, your idea of Sabbath, you will find awe beginning to return to your life. But you will have to fight everything in you that wants to say, I'm using this day to get done everything that needs to get done. On the day I'm recording this, I had a Sunday, and Sundays for me are obviously kind of a work day, but they're still a Sabbath day because other people are at church, and I've already done most of the work ahead of time other than the actual speaking. And I started a project in my house that I needed to work on, and it took my concentration away from rest and recalibration And I recognized after I did that, and it made sense why I did it. And I'm not saying that that's a sinful choice. People can debate that. But what I know is that the more you let things crowd the day, the more it will crowd the hour. The more it crowds the hour, the more it'll crowd or choke out your heart. So, awe can't be built in the cracks of your life. Make it a priority, and you will see awe reborn in you.
Thanks for joining us here today. There's a lot of great content to explore on Orchard Hill Plus and on the Orchard Hill main feed from the weekend. Have a great day.